Hey, good people. It is 3:10. We started this at 5 o'clock p.m. We took a break for dinner. We checked into our hotel. Session 2 was longer than session 1.
Yes.
Session 1 was our personal finances. Session 2 was our businesses. How are you feeling after our talks today?
I am feeling I'm feeling good. I feel like
What does that mean? What does good mean?
good means satisfied.
You feel satisfied?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that
I wouldn't have guessed that you would have said that.
What did you think I would say?
Not that I thought you would say anything. Satisfied was probably the last thing that I thought you would say.
What would give me something that you would have thought would have been something?
To be cliche, motivated, I feel corrective. I would have used that word. I would have felt like based upon your session. Not even that it was, I'm not even going to use the word bad or negative. Like that was so far from where we were. I guess what I was saying is the work that we have to do to get where we want to is pretty, it's going to be a road. Like man, the yoke is heavy.
That's how it feels for you?
That's how it feels. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know how it feels because I'm not in the work yet, right? We just talked about the scope of the work. We're not in the work yet. I feel like the work is going to be a yoke. And when I think about that, I think about 2 oxen on the yoke, and I picture us. I felt like this was God's way of saying, okay, you guys are about to plow a field, because I'm using seed a lot in this season. You guys are about to plow a field, and I need you two to be on the same page. I think we got some alignment. That's what we asked about, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, I think that we have a task. Only because there are multiple lines that we have to plow.
Right.
Right, ironically. And then, so I didn't expect you to say satisfied. What did you mean by that?
So I said satisfied because I think this day provided ground for me to put my feet on.
Okay, now, oh, that's clear.
So before,
that's clear.
It was, I mean, we had all these plans, we had all these ideas, we had all, and it felt, I'm gonna say all over the place, but it also felt scattered for me, which then made me scattered.
Okay.
So the very thing that could, for you, be very frustrating with me, was because I didn't, there was nothing of clarity with all the pieces. With one piece here and one piece there, sure, but the big picture was not created.
So we got some grounding.
Yes,
you got grounded. That's pretty cool.
And I guess the work that you're talking about, for me, it feels clear.
I can see that now. Okay,
so
when you say that, it's becoming more clear. Gotcha.
So, and when I say it feels clear, because it feels clear, I don't really have the same anxiety is a very bad word for this. I I'm not. But it's something along like
anxious.
No.
It's not anxiety, but
no.
You could be. Okay, my bad.
It's like
you had to curl your lip like that.
No, because that sounds very.
That's
like,
a word, but okay. Nah, anxious is not. It's a root of anxiety. You know that, right? It was anxiety, so I went a little softer, which is anxious. Antsy, jumpy, I don't know. Word?
Chaotic. Yeah. Yeah.
Was there anything that surprised you about our conversation?
Yes.
What? Without giving a lot of details, I want to leave a little bit of mystery.
Say, the place of your passion at the moment. That was,
okay.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised. Only pleasantly, because once I heard you explain it, it made total sense.
Okay.
It made total sense.
I got you. For us, what surprised me was our not as intense discussion that we had back and forth, and it didn't get out of hand or ugly as I can probably. I thought that was good. Like I felt like that was. You allowed me to elevate my voice. You didn't be like, "Oh, calm down" or anything like that. And it was something that we disagreed with, but it was in such a way to where it wasn't like, I am attacking your point.
It was because there was a focus on this. It wasn't me. It was this.
But it was your idea that I disagree with.
But it was this. It wasn't Altamise. So, yeah, that's why I always say it's not that I can't handle or I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It's when it feels personal, like toward me. If it is toward the thing, the topic, the
issue that
yes,
we're talking about. Gotcha.
It makes a world of difference.
That was insightful. Not so much surprising, but it was very insightful that we got through that moment with some help too. We did get an expert opinion to kind of balance us, but I was grateful. I was going into this, you know what I'm saying, an intensive /retreat we got a chance to like see each other's skeletons, not the negative skeletons, but the skeletons of the bare bones of our business, ideas, structure, things of that nature,
everything.
Like everything, right? Yeah, and how it, we've only been married since May 5th, and then we've, in such a fast way, we intertwine our business life and our personal life in such a way to where we're, like, for the first time you can see the web. Like, it's almost like the web has been creating, but we kind of stopped to say this is what the web looks like. At the end, when you walk into a spider's web, you see all the beautiful, it's the webbing. Any affirming? Is there anything that affirmed you today? Or what felt most affirming today, this evening?
I would say probably the most affirming, it's intertwined with the collective approach to seeing the bigger picture, because of how I move.
Yeah.
I don't look like, on the outside, I don't present myself, nor do I look like all the things that I'm doing. So it could look like, sometimes it could look like Ultimate's not doing anything.
Yeah.
When in reality, Ultimate's just did a whole bunch of stuff and you just didn't see it.
Right.
And I don't talk about those things typically, right? So like, I may in conversation drop something, and then you probably be like, where'd that come from? Okay, why should I care or whatever? But like today, we both saw the whole picture, which lends itself to the
yeah.
And I think that was on both sides. I think that was on both sides.
I think for me, it goes back to what I said about just kind of my feelings about all this. It's like, we really have and when I say the work, meaning strategic with our choices, right? In alignment with how we're moving, right? That's super important. Like how we move first quarter of 2026. This was important for us to do, because if we didn't do it and we tried to move, I think it would have been chaotic and all out of the place, right?
Yeah.
And so now we have to go. We still got work to do, because when we go home, now we have to fill in some blanks that we got from this session, right? We got to fill in some data points and some things. And also, we still got to close out 2025. Like, this wasn't like we had to close out 2025. You still got business on the table that could be settled. And so for me, I still got, you presented some changes that I got to do and some ads that I'm doing. Like, there's some things that we still have to do in 2025 to move into 2026. But I think this was, I'm a Bible nerd, right? I think about the Israelites moving into the promised land. And Moses will send out that party to say, hey, go into the promised land. By no means am I saying we'll move into the promised land, but what I think what we did today was very similar to scouting 2026 before we get there. Like, this is what we need to have a firm grasp on by March 30th.
And I'm going to add that it's okay for you to say that we are moving toward the promised land, because I think...
No, I don't think so.
So I think it's going toward, in terms of the assignment and the things that God has specifically assigned to us to make an impact, it is.
I don't think it's the promised land for me. I think it's a harvest. I want a harvest. Like, I've been using seeds and farming.
Yeah.
I want to get to a harvest. Like, I want the seeds that were planted in 2025, and it doesn't have to be first quarter, but I at least want to be able to pick a piece of ripe fruit. Let's say this. I want to be able to pick a piece of fruit and be like, oh, this is, it may not be the whole tree, but I want to be able to see the buds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's for me. If you ask me what I think success will be, that'll be success. And it may not be a full harvest.
Yeah.
Right? Because that means I feel like that would be a sign that if the fruit is starting to peek through, right? Plowing in the right direction. Mm-hmm. Because right now we set it into the GPS, but as we prayed before we started this session, we said he's a way maker, right? So it's like, what way is he gonna make? Because he could be like, nah, that's not the direction I want you to go this way. You know what I'm saying? Things can shift, right? But I think this is a good, I'm hopeful that he's looking down and saying this, okay, my children have a good place to start. I just want together, and all this was for naught. So if you ask me, what's the most powerful moment?
Okay.
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go.
So before we move to that, though,
you didn't want to end. I was trying to.
There was one other thing I wanted to say, though.
Oh, go ahead.
So I want to. I also think the work is important.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important that we protect not the promises, but what we're building.
What does that mean?
Meaning, like I mentioned to you, from a relational perspective, just for this season, I might have to adjust. Just how often I have mindless conversation, like of things that are not connected to what we are working toward. So
you saying I have mindless conversations with you?
No.
Is that what you're trying to say?
No. What I'm saying is,
I'm probably like 95%.
No, that was just an example.
But you used
But I was just. So what I'm saying is,
that felt personal.
It was not personal.
Okay.
But I think it's important to protect what we're building. So, for example, protect what we're building. But that's an example. That's an example of mine.
That's what your purpose for friends. I thought
or also like something that I am very mindful of is I'm not sharing the details, much of any of the details, until that fruit that you mentioned, like you see one of the harvest of the seed, till we have the harvest of the seed.
I got a commercial out there. How can I do that? It's a commercial. I have a commercial that but what I'm saying is that fruit for me is what people don't see, which is in the bank account. That could be a piece of fruit. Like a piece of fruit could be anything that people don't see. But I have a commercial, so I've kind of told people what it is that I'm doing.
Because you have, for that specific business.
But I do have
to.
I have other things that I don't. You said it.
Never mind. If anybody understands what I'm saying, please chime in.
Man,
so I'm not. Look, they sleep now, but they're gonna wake up. But when they waking up, we're gonna be falling asleep.
Because maybe I need to put some ads to these videos to get people to go to our channel.
It sounds like you did not say ads, okay? It did not sound like you said ads.
Oh, ads. Ad D. Maybe I need to. No, whoa, my mama watches these. Keep hitting people. Well, good people.
Oh, wait.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And you said what was most impactful for you?
I did. I mean, not most impactful, but that wasn't the word that I used.
That was impactful.
That's fine. You can use that. You can add that. Go ahead. That's not
most impactful.
I don't think that was words right there.
Okay.
The word was powerful, not impactful.
Oh, yeah. Your power. Yeah. The powerful moment. My powerful moment probably would also be the same. The prayer that set the tone. I was already praying before we came into the room.
But why didn't you give a word when the Holy Spirit offered you the opportunity? You can't.
Because I didn't. Because I was.
You can't pray for the people. You're not getting the altar call to come down.
I didn't know that it was my turn.
Don't Pastor Roy always say, like, I need y'all to pray as I'm praying? Like, you should have gave some words to lift up. He needed that fragrance, like the baby powder.
When we were listening to the praise and worship, I was singing with you.
Right, but that wasn't the prayer. I wanted to hear what your thoughts were as we were entering. But it's fine. I set the atmosphere. It's fine. That's what the head of the household. It's what a priest of the home does. You know what I'm saying? Set the atmosphere, but it's fine.
And he did.
Fine. Cool. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you.
Well, look, if you are, as you're moving into 2026, I'm not even asking you to stop doing what you're doing. What I am saying is take inventory. Take inventory. Because honestly, there was a question that was asked during the portion was, what can you cut? What can you cut out that's not useful? And I think that's what you were trying to say about that is mindless. Adding to your business when we have our home. But it's fine. I'll chat. That's okay. You're right. I took. You're right. But there are some things that God is asking you to cut. He is like there has to be a pruning, and pruning doesn't necessarily have to be anything drastic. It could be to make room for something, right? It could be an opportunity for you to realize something that you didn't see that could have been right in front of you, but because you had something in the way, right? And that could be anything. I'm not telling you what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And when you actually, the difference between pruning and cutting is with pruning, something's going to grow back in that place. If you cut something, there's nothing that's going to grow back in that place. So you have to decide with God in your quiet time, in your peaceful time, what exactly is he asking you to do? Because if he's pruning, then something's going to grow back. Something, and he's going to grow it back 10, 20. He can grow it back however exponentially.
Ooh, and can I just add, right?
Do you do that to Pastor Roy when he gives a good point? You don't get a... Can the preacher end? But go ahead.
Yes.
Nobody's going to ask me to come to their church and do a service.
But then...
Because you want to
also...
Now I got to do tag team.
And then also... just adding on to what Pastor Williams just said, Pastor James.
I'm a guy.
But what he just mentioned, for those who understand, like if you're a plant mom or a plant dad, right? The importance of pruning. If you do not prune your plants, right? Those leaves that have the yellow at the end. If you don't prune those off, the energy of the plant's livelihood goes to the leaves that are dying.
I don't approve this.
Rather than
energy, that sounds like some new age stuff right there. We don't do that in our household. We don't do energy.
If you have plants,
say you can stifle the.
If you have plants, you understand what I'm talking about.
Put a name on
right?
The Holy Spirit.
So if you do not prune the plant, your unwillingness to prune the plant actually harms the plant. So we are the same. When the Holy Spirit is pruning us, when the Holy Spirit is pruning us, we have to surrender to that process. It hurts, it's painful, but to James's point, it produces so much more. When you prune that plant, it produces more life. So, yeah.
Hey, look, we're gonna end this right now because this is gonna turn into a sermon. It's 3:00 in the morning, and we've been listen. Our little workspace got these little waffle caramel. It's 3:30. It's time for us to go. I had two. You had one, but it's fine. Let's make sure we clean up this space. We're the only ones here.
No, we're not.
Man,
he's back there.
Hey, Sunday show, we may have a special guest. I'm not going to guarantee it, but we potentially could have a special guest. Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, we didn't lead the people with nothing, did I? Yeah, I did.
No, you did.
You got to preach it.